Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news just in from Detroit's east side, where yet another case of road rage turns violent on our freeways. The eastbound lanes of I-94 at Mount Elliott are shut down right now after a woman opens fire at another driver.
And this all started when that driver apparently honked his horn at her. Tim Pamplin on the scene with the night cam. Tim.
Yeah, more troopers continue to arrive here. This is eastbound 94 out Mount Elliott. Complete closure now of the eastbound lanes after this reported shooting along eastbound I-94. Information we're getting from Michigan State Police is that a driver was making his way along 94 when a lady in a black Dodge Challenger started driving recklessly. He honked his horn. She then came across the freeway, decided firing shots at his vehicle. He wasn't injured. His vehicle was shot up. Now police are shutting down the freeway so they can do their search. They got canines coming out to the scene. They're going to be walking several miles of I-94 looking for bullet casings and other evidence. That is the scene right now along 94 near Mount Elliott with a night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Okay, Tim, our other top story, 4 of the 7 Romulus school board members voting to put its superintendent on paid administrative leave.
You are wrong.
Point of order.
There's no order in this. The way you have done this is egregious.
Point of order.
As you can tell, it caused an uproar from other board members and those in attendance during Monday's meeting. Jason Colthorpe live in Romulus tonight with more on what's being alleged here. Jason.
Well, a couple of things, Devin. First, auditors for the district allege that they have not been able to find several receipts for district purchases, but they have been able to locate several invoices to the same company, which suggests to them that the required competitive bidding process isn't being followed like it's supposed to, and it's triggered an audit, which if you look through the door here at the district headquarters, you can see is in progress. And when all of this came out at the meeting Monday, there was outrage.
At the Romulus School Board meeting Monday night, board members raised an issue of questionable credit card spending by the superintendent's office. After suggestions for an outside investigator to get to the bottom of it, there's an off-mic discussion between some of the board about a resolution to remove the superintendent that seemingly catches several off guard.
The board hereby places Superintendent Benjamin Edmondson on paid administrative leave pending an immediate... Where's your gavel?
Superintendent Benjamin Edmondson is seen on the right immediately packing up and leaving, and board member Denisa Terrell speaks up in opposition.
You are wrong.
To order.
You are wrong.
Point of order.
There's no order in this. The way you have done this is egregious. The impression that has been painted up here is that it's all Dr. Edmondson, and it is not. It is not him. And you have subcommittees that are running the district.
Board President Debbie Piles tries to immediately adjourn, which leads to outrage from some of those in attendance.
No, we have a meeting. Sit down. We have a meeting.
You don't tell us to sit down.
Yeah, that went on for several minutes, by the way, before things finally settled down. I was able to talk to the superintendent tonight on advice of counsel. He's not responding to any of this, but he did tell me he loves the district, loves the people, and plans to be back. I also spoke to the school board president, Debbie Piles. She didn't have time to talk tonight, and she was also unable to answer some questions later that I posed to her via text about how this wasn't on the agenda, and also some gripes from people in attendance that they weren't allowed to give public comment on this. So I think we haven't heard the last of this. Back to you.
Well, this might sound like a ridiculous question, but who's running the district then tonight?
That's the other thing.
Oh, perfect.
The train.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the train, but they did appoint a interim superintendent, and the school board president posted a letter advising the district to just kind of bear with us, let the investigation play out, and let them get to the bottom of this. Near the train in Romulus. Back to you.
It's the 11:05 coming through right on time. All right, Jason.
Sure is.
All right, COVID booster shots are being rolled out across Metro Detroit.
That's right. Appointments are available for people over the age of 65 who have received both Pfizer doses at least 6 months ago. Also eligible, those who work in a high risk of exposure job or are immunocompromised. Mara McDonald is live in Pontiac tonight. Mara, Oakland County kicks off its drive-through clinic there tomorrow.
They sure do, Kimberly. Take a look. You can see they've got everything set up and ready to go. You know, there are a variety of COVID booster shot clinics opening up around Metro Detroit. Let me show you. Booster shot clinics are popping up across the metro, but realize you can also go to a pharmacy to request that third Pfizer shot if you meet the criteria. The Macomb County Health Department will have 2 booster clinics going starting tomorrow.
You can either call us or go on our website at MacombGovVaccineCentral.com and make an appointment through the website there, which is very easy.
Director Cox says while it's not preferred, they will still take walk-ins. You may just have to wait a while longer.
This is more a blow-up of our area in the Midwest.
Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan illustrating the growing COVID cases facing us both from the north and the south.
It is spreading from Wisconsin through the Upper Peninsula. In fact, the worst of COVID in Michigan today is in the Upper Peninsula. Then at the same time, it's coming up to the south from Ohio and Indiana, and the southern border counties of Michigan are now starting to see it.
Duggan's worried if the spread from neighboring states keeps up, we're looking at another holiday season with restrictions. The city was the first to be up and running offering boosters. They're now available at all City of Detroit vaccination sites.
You don't need a doctor's order. Okay, that's what the FDA and the CDC said. You don't need any documents. Okay, you make the decision.
Back here live, as it stands right now, vaccination rates vary across Metro Detroit. Detroit is hovering around 45%, whereas Western Wayne, Washtenaw, Oakland County, all are 70% or above. Macomb is hovering around 61%. So make your own decision on whether you want to get vaccinated and whether you want to get that booster. If you have questions, if you want more info, all you have to do is head on over to clickondetroit.com. We have a full rundown. We're live in Pontiac tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
You got it. All right, worrisome map there. Tonight, the CDC has new vaccine guidance for pregnant Americans.
The agency is urging pregnant women to get the vaccine, warning the virus poses severe risk during pregnancy. Meanwhile, Governor Whitmer has officially vetoed Republican efforts to stop mask mandates and remove funding for local health departments with pandemic orders. State reports 6,733 new cases and 100 more deaths over the past 2 days. It's an average of more than 3,300 cases per day.
A downriver nurse and a Detroit man are accused of selling fake vaccination cards. Beth Ann Kierjack of Southgate accused of stealing vaccine cards from a VA hospital and selling them for $150 to $200 a piece, by the way. Raphael Smiley of Detroit is accused of selling or distributing fake vaccines. Both of them. Kierjack faces theft charges. Smiley faces fraud charges.
Detroit police hit the streets to ask the community's help in finding a man accused of assaulting and trying to abduct a girl on Detroit's east side. The assault and attempted abduction happened on Dickerson near Jefferson last week. Police were there talking with residents about what happened and passing out flyers with the suspect's description.
If you don't have any kids, it's frightening to know that someone is out snatching, children.
Me personally, as a man, I'm not uncomfortable with it, but as a parent, a little uncomfortable. I feel sorry for him, man. It's crazy out here.
The suspect is described as being in his 30s with a slim build. Anyone with information is asked to call Detroit police. Today, the city of Detroit sent crews back out to the West Side neighborhood that's been dealing with flooding for months now. We first showed you this problem last night at 11 on Martindale Street. Flooding is causing all kinds of trouble for 3 homes, including where an 88-year-old woman lives. City says the pipe that's leaking was installed in the early 1900s, well over 100 years, so they need high-tech equipment now to locate the break. Meanwhile, today the city brought out trucks to pump out all the water, but until the pipe is replaced, we're told it is going to likely flood again. All right, still ahead, a Michigan man wins the lottery, then he's found dead before he could cash in.
And he wasn't here a week, and they were like, something's wrong.
What happened to him and where the winning ticket was found, coming up. Here comes Paul.
And it's going to be the same old, same old. We're on a roll, and we are still rolling. If the kids are heading to the bus stop, well, we'll jack it in the morning. 50 in the city, 40s in the suburbs, but clear and calm with lots of sunshine, low 70s in the afternoon. Yeah, we're going to do it again on Friday, but then we have to talk about that weekend. That's when things change, and we'll do that straight ahead.
All right, Paul. Also, Ford, of course, going all in on electric vehicles with 2 new plants, but plants that are going to be built in the South. Why not in Michigan? What Governor Whitmer is saying about the state missing out on the automaker's massive investment coming up.